Top 10 Facts About Sun. The Sun is an average-sized star in our galaxy, the Milky Way. It is the closest star to Earth, and its energy output makes it the most significant object in our solar system. The Sun is primarily composed of hydrogen and helium, with small amounts of other elements. It generates energy through nuclear fusion, where hydrogen atoms combine to form helium and release energy in the process. The energy produced by the Sun sustains life on Earth, providing warmth and light for photosynthesis and other biological processes. The Sun's magnetic field is responsible for sunspots, solar flares, and coronal mass ejections, which can affect Earth's weather and communication systems. Overall, the Sun is a crucial component of our solar system, and its energy is vital for supporting life on Earth. But before we begin, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for such amazing and informative videos. 10. The Sun is classified as a yellow dwarf. The Sun is classified as a G-type yellow dwarf, G2V, which is a little misleading as stars in this sequence can vary in color from yellow for cooler stars, to white for the hotter ones. In actual fact, our Sun is just under halfway through its almost 10 billion-year stellar life cycle and is white in color. On Earth, we see the Sun as either yellow, orange, or red, as these are the colors of the longer wavelength lights which make it through our atmosphere. This process is why the sky appears blue, as shorter wavelength lights, such as blue and violet, are absorbed by the atmosphere, thus giving it its bluish hue. 9. It is the biggest object in the solar system. The Sun is the largest and most massive object in the solar system, making up over 99.8% of the total mass of the system. It is a massive, luminous ball of hot plasma, composed mainly of hydrogen and helium, that radiates enormous amounts of energy through nuclear fusion reactions. The Sun's diameter is approximately 1.39 million kilometers, which is about 109 times that of Earth, and its volume is about 1.3 million times that of Earth. Its immense gravitational pull keeps the planets in their orbits and influences the dynamics of the entire solar system. 8. The Sun's gravity keeps the solar system together. We also know that the Sun's immense gravitational field keeps the planets from flying off into space, with its gravitational pull at the equator 274 meters per square second, or 28 times more powerful than the Earth. To put this in perspective, if you weighed 90 kilograms on Earth, you would weigh 2,520 kilograms on the Sun. 7. The Sun is almost spherical. Given the immense size and volume of the Sun, it is remarkable that an object almost 1.4 million kilometers across has polar and equatorial diameters which differ by only 10 kilometers. This fact makes the Sun the closest thing to a perfect sphere yet discovered in nature, and if the Sun was shrunk to the size of a beach ball, the difference between its widest and narrowest diameters would be less than the width of a human hair. 6. The Sun generates winds and flares. The Sun generates roughly 386 billion megawatts of energy through nuclear synthesis, as it converts hydrogen into helium. This energy travels outward from the core and is continuously absorbed and re-emitted at progressively lower energy levels and temperatures until it emerges from the surface, where some of it becomes visible as optical light. Some of the Sun's energy is then radiated as heat, but it also powers a stream of energetic particles that is perhaps better known as the solar wind. This wind blasts through the solar system at a velocity of 450 km/s, 280 meters/s, and it has destroyed dozens of satellites and caused havoc with radio and TV reception on Earth. It has also caused major power blackouts because it causes short circuits in power grids when the energetic particles penetrate the insulation of high-tension cables and switchgear. Sometimes, the Sun will blast off hundreds of millions of tons of material in the form of solar flares that are associated with sunspot activity, which seem to explode when magnetic field lines in the Sun break through the surface. 5. The Sun has a simple chemical composition. Despite its massive size and energy output, the Sun has a relatively simple chemical composition. It is composed mainly of hydrogen, about 71% of its mass, and helium, about 27% of its mass, with trace amounts of other elements such as oxygen, carbon, neon, and iron. The simplicity of the Sun's chemical composition is due to its formation process. As the solar nebula collapsed, the lighter elements such as hydrogen and helium accumulated at the center, while the heavier elements migrated to the outer parts, forming the planets and other objects in the solar system. 4. Sun's magnetic field up to 3,000 times stronger than Earth's. Although the Sun's magnetic field is only about twice as strong as Earth's overall, the differential rotation of the Sun concentrates the field in some places, where it can be as much as 3,000 times as strong as on Earth. Magnetic concentrations manifest as sunspots, and only occur up to about 45 degrees north and south of the solar equator, because it is in this region that the differences in the rotation rates of different part of the Sun is greatest. Greater disruption in the Sun's magnetic field cause solar flares that can extend hundreds of thousands of miles above the surface. Less violent eruptions are known as coronal mass ejections, during which incredible amounts of matter is blasted off the Sun's surface, up to about 20 billion tons of matter in a single event. 3. The Sun has a reversible magnetic field. Sunspots can number from 0 to about 250 plus during each 11-year period, solar cycle, after which the Sun's polar magnetic field reverses its polarity. This cycle, however, is not constant and it varies with overall magnetic activity. From about 1645 to 1715, for instance, there was little to no sunspot activity, and this period became known as the Little Ice Age. During this time, normally ice-free rivers froze over, and fields at lower altitude levels remained icebound right through the year, causing widespread famine over much of America and Europe. However, a causal connection between sunspot activity and climatic conditions on Earth has yet to be established or disproved. 2. The Sun has an internal structure. While the Sun's core takes up the inner 25% of its structure and accounts for 2% of the Sun's total volume, this region contains close to 50% of the Sun's total mass. The next most massive area is the radiative zone that extends from the outer edge of the core to roughly 70% of the way to the surface. This region accounts for 48% of the Sun's total mass and 32% of its total volume. Photons created in the core get bounced around in the radiative zone so often that on average, it takes them about 1 million years to reach the surface. 1. The Sun's corona is hotter than its surface. The Sun's corona, the outermost layer of its atmosphere, is actually hotter than its surface. While the surface of the Sun, or photosphere, has a temperature of around 5,500 degrees Celsius, the corona's temperature can reach as high as 2 million degrees Celsius. This phenomenon has puzzled scientists for decades, as it is expected that the temperature would decrease as you move away from the heat source, the Sun's core. The exact reason for the corona's extreme heat is still not fully understood, but it is believed to be related to magnetic fields and plasma dynamics in the Sun's atmosphere. Sun is a massive ball of hot plasma, with its energy primarily generated by nuclear fusion reactions in its core. The Sun is responsible for providing light and heat to Earth, making life possible on our planet. It has been studied and observed by scientists for centuries. And its behavior and cycles continue to be the subject of ongoing research and exploration. Did you learn something new about the Sun that you didn't know before? We hope you did. So, if you're interested in learning more amazing facts, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to get notified by our new videos. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to comment down your views on this. If you have any specific topic in mind, please let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching till the end.